So happy New Year. This is my first talk of the year. Kind of thought it would be good to summarize where we've been and where we're going. It's been a really interesting year. I think those of you who have followed me over the years know I came from a geospatial background. I'm continually evolving my thinking when it comes to solutions provided by technology. And I think the decision layer and where we're moving to with AI is really the next big phase and what I've been talking a lot about. I call it decision latency. We can also call it decision velocity, but at the end of the day, what do we use data and technology for? It's really to make better decisions, better and faster decisions, and that's really where my focus has turned. I've spoken about LLMs, I've spoken about machine learning and the AI world. Certainly that technology is, and the data that powers that is going to revolutionize the decision-making process. But I think there's a lot of folks that are stuck in the old paradigm where they are stuck on dashboards, where they provide actionable insight, as is often called. And we see a lot about that. And back in the day, actionable insight was useful and very helpful. But all actionable insight is really the pieces of the puzzle to make a decision. Where we're moving to now is beyond actionable insight, to actually have AI help us make those decisions. There's lots of evidence to suggest the wind's blowing in that new direction. Again, three that come to mind. The launch of World Labs is huge, focus on world models. DeepMind and Google have also got a section of their group which is focused on world models as well. World models are basically, in some ways I suppose they're a threat to GIS. I've spoken about that in some podcasts in the past. But world models take us to another level. We can run what-if scenarios quite easily. So it's a huge step forward, and lots of people in that space. Bezos has just come out of retirement, the Amazon guy, and he started a company which is a world models company as well. So the wind's blowing in that direction. I'm actually taking my thinking further than just world models. World models are great for what-if scenarios, being prepared. But I think the engine room of what we're talking about in the future, the decision-making engine room, is really all about how we actually reason and make decisions. So what to do next. And some of that's fed from world models. But at the end of the day, we've got to make decisions which are good, and it often takes us in real time. So if there's pressing need to make a decision based on some big event, it's no good sitting around with a whole load of dashboards trying to figure out what to do next. You need a second brain in the room, as I call it, to help with that. So that's really been my focus, and I'll continue down that path and evolve that. I'm watching the news and all these announcements very closely, and we're certainly in a phase where there's a massive disruption happening. Old business models are still in place, but unless folks that are protecting those business models move forward, their businesses are going to disappear. So it's an exciting time. From my work, SpatialNext really is a research lab. So if you look up SpatialNext.io, you'll see a description of the work that I'm doing there. And most of my focus is really engaging with folks that, well, we can actually evolve a conversation around their own decision latency, how, when something happens, an alert happens, how long it takes them to actually take an action. And that's really the work that we're doing as a research group, to engage with folks like yourself watching this who are interested in solving that particular problem. And we're really looking to provide a research service where we come in and work with you to understand what some of those latency pieces are. And again, this is all just research, so this is all free work. What we want from you is to help provide you a sense of what the future looks like with some of the challenges you've got. And for us, that provides us use cases for our research. So that's the work we're doing. Again, I point you to SpatialNext.io to find out more, and there's a link there where you can actually sign up for one of these engagements with us. So I encourage you to do that. 2026 is going to be a fascinating year. It's lots of the things that have been happening over 2024 with AI becoming such a big deal into 2025 and now 2026 with the sort of maturity and evolution beyond LLMs of that world. It's going to be a really, really exciting year. So I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to engaging with you as we move forward. Thanks for watching.